colors for tonight's national anthem are being presented by Boone's Veterans Council. We invite you to stand, remove your hats as we honor our flag, country, and the men and women around the world who protect our freedom. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed by our marching Toreadors and directed by Senior Drum Major Lexi Gradaville. Welcome to Denver Field at Boone High School for tonight's IHSAA sanctioned District 5 football game featuring the visiting Carlisle Wildcats and your Boone Toreadors. Before tonight's game, the Iowa High School Athletic Association of Boone Schools would like to remind all spectators and participants that conduct counts at Iowa High School events. Disrespectful or disruptive behaviors, language, or interference are unacceptable and subject to ejection from this game. Please help us show that conduct counts. Let's positively reflect our communities and support tonight's players, coaches, and officials. Our officials for tonight's contest are Nathan Pitt, Doug Aerosmith, Landon Wolf, Brandon Upshire, and Brian Connor. from the Toreadors.
Hello and welcome to tonight's coverage of Friday Night Lights. Tonight, your Boone Toreadors will play host to the Wildcats from Carlisle. My name is Kenley Krauthimmel, and Seth Morris will be alongside me for tonight's game. For tonight's homecoming game, the Boone Toreadors are going to come into the game 0-5, while the visiting Wildcats come in at 4-1 and ranked number 6 in the state. Boone is coming off a loss last week to the Norwalk Warriors, 53-20, but the offense had a great game, exploding for 262 yards and 3 touchdowns.
For the Wildcats, they are coming off of an impressive win over the Bondurant Blue Jays, 36-20. The Wildcats have a run-heavy offense, but it was the passing game that got it done for them last week.
Exactly. Very big running team, but last week they had a lot more passes in the book. Interesting to see what we see here tonight. Likely to be a very physical running game that has done really well for them so far this year. For the coin toss, the Toreadors did win. They elected to defer to the second half, so the Wildcats from Carlisle will return the opening kickoff.
Miles Tungsvik teeing it up for the Toreadors.
Tungsvik with a kick. It's a short one. Caught at the 25. And he's going to slip at the 30 and be called down right there. So at 35. It's going to be returned about 10. And ball's going to start right on the 35-yard line here for the Wildcats.
Along with Justice Fraze.
Be interesting to see how the Toreadors defense comes out here to start the game. They have not been the most impressive so far this year, giving up quite a few points in many games. But it's really been the big play that's got them all year.
Yeah, they most of the time and most of their drives, they do pretty well on defense, and then they just let one slip, and then, they run up the score on them.
First play of the game is going to be run right up the middle for the Wildcats. Decent run of about 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Jess Kersel on the carry. Connor Carroll on the stop after a gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd and 6.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense, be a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down now.
We're going to get a late hit out of bounds here on the defense, the Toradors. It's going to add 15 more onto the 20-yard run.
32-yard line.
And after one short gain and then one huge play with the penalty added on, Wildcats are going to get the ball at the Torador 32 here, 1st and 10. It's going to be another run right up the middle. No, he's going to fake the handoff and hand it off outside. Not much room to run.
Joe Goodhue on the carry.
It's going to be Goodhue on the carry. Christian Ingram and Landon Davis in on the tackle.
Gain of a couple makes it 2nd and 8.
It's going to be another handoff up the middle. Dragging Landon Davis and a couple of Torador defenders with him for a good gain of about 8. He's close to the line to gain here.
On the carry. Good for a Wildcat. First down.
They are going to give enough here for first down. Ball's going to get placed at the 21-yard line here, the Toradors. For the Wildcats, they got running back Jess Crissell and Jack Laughlin in the backfield. They also have Goodhue at quarterback, who likes to keep it with his own feet sometimes. It's going to be handoff up the middle here. Good for about a gain of 2.
Jack Laughlin on the carry. Brought down by Judy and Jacob Heishu after a gain of 2.
Jack Laughlin was the lead rusher last game with 176 yards and 2 touchdowns over the win against Bondurant. And, I mean, he's been doing pretty good and had just another carry right there.
This one's going to go to Crystal. He's going to break a tackle up the middle inside the 10.
That's Crystal on the carry.
They'll say he's brought down right at the 10. It's going to be good for a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal here for the Wildcats.
Wildcat first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the Torador 9-yard line.
Wildcats have more of a read option type quarterback where they almost run the same thing every play, it seems like, where Goodhue takes a snap and he either hands it off to one of his 2 running backs or keeps it himself.
Yeah, it's a lot like the Webster offense, and it's not spin back, but it's still a read.
It's almost a spin back just without the spin.
Yeah.
This one's going to be handoff right up the middle, not much room to run.
Jack Laughlin on the carry. Noah Cromie-Roche.
Noah Cromie-Roche in on the tackle. They're going to spot the ball at the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal here from the 6-yard line. Just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. He's got a huge hole. Hole crashes pretty quickly. He will get brought down at what looks to be the 1.
Landon Davis in on the tackle.
Landon Davis in on the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Also on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
A pretty good drive by Carlisle so far. They came out wanting to run, and that's what they've been doing. All the plays so far on this drive has been runs, and they've all been good runs.
Crowd starts to get into it here on 3rd and goal. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. He's got a pretty big hole. And he's going to fall forward into the end zone without ever being drugged down.
For a Wildcat touchdown.
Going to bring your score to 6-0 here. Extra point will be up and good. Make the score 7-0 now.
Good. Lead score Wildcats 7, Toreadors 0.
Sorry for some technical difficulties there. We believe we got you a scoreboard on there now. Going to be Carlisle with the kick here. It's going to be Hayes Boucher back deep to return. Boucher's going to catch it at about the 20. Up to the 25 to the 30. We'll get drug out right at the 36-yard line here at the Toreadors.
Mason Lucas on the tackle, ran him out of bounds. Toreadors will have ball first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First drive for the Toreadors on offense. Last week they did a lot of under center snapping. Looks like they're going to start out by doing that again.
First play is going to be handoff to Davis out to the right. He's going to cut it up field right outside the tight end and fall forward right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Mason Lucas and Devontae Lane in on the tackle.
Judge with the snap. It's going to be another handoff to Davis up the middle, wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to drag a defender a yard or two, then break a tackle. Looks like he had some room to run, but they blew the play dead before that could happen.
Gain of a couple, brings up 3rd and 9.
They're going to give him a 3rd and 9 here from their own 37-yard line. Last week it was more the big run for the Toreadors, but there was also some of the slow, steady drives yet last week. Carlisle looked to be bringing some pressure with about 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. Toreadors didn't like what they saw, so they're going to take a timeout. It's their first timeout of the first half with 6:39 here in the first quarter. We'll be back after the break. Third 9 here for the Doors. Judge is going to take a snap, hand off to Davis to the left. He's got a hole up the middle. He's going to break a tackle. Break another stiff arm there right at the 50.
That was a good run by Davis. Coming off of a really big running day last game. They played Norwalk last week, and he had 260 yards on the ground, which is very impressive.
This week, looking to start right where he left, or looking to keep going right where he left off last week. It's a run of about 20. It's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Toreadors at the Carlisle 49. Again, it's going to be handoff to Davis. He's going to shift in the backfield, fall forward for about a gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Chris Streeter in on a tackle. Gain of a couple brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run up the middle here. Again, not much room to run. It's going to be a gain of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6 here for the Doors.
Jess Kersel on the tackle. Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. It's going to be handoff up the middle to Davis. He's got a hole. Had a pretty good hole there. He got a few yards upfield, but about a gain of 3, and he's going to get brought down.
Stopped by Devontae Link and Ryan Peterson after a short gain.
Be interesting to see what the Toreadors decide to do here. 4th and 4 from the Carlisle side of the field. This is about punting range for Judge to pin him down deep. But it does look like they're going to keep the offense on the field here.
Yeah, not a lot to lose right here. I mean, it's not the best place you want your opponent to start off at, but well, it looks like there's a timeout.
Timeout, Toreadors.
It is going to be a timeout by Boone here. Somewhat surprising here as they take their 2nd time out of the half with still 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We'll be right back after the break.
That being said, you too can be like Giovanni, Xavier, Craig, Hayes, Wadsworth.
Where are we?
We're at Cafe Olay, where you can become like Vinny Hayes.
How do I do that?
You eat the food here.
It's going to be a run up the middle again here. Well short of the first. They will not blow the whistle for any means here. The football is 15 yards upfield with Landon Davis. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. There was no indicating whistle. Landon Davis was standing at the 30, and everybody else was at about the 50.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I'm guessing they blew the whistle, and nobody, including us, heard it.
Yeah.
The Wildcats have taken over on downs.
So a turnover on downs. Carlisle gets it, obviously, since it's turnover on downs. Pretty good starting field position for Carlisle.
Yep, Carlisle's going to start at their own 42 here. Promising drive from the Toreadors. Fades out. He's going to look for a pass here. He's got a man open. Caught at the 45. He's going to get hit pretty hard there by Vinny and Easton Klein at about the 35 still.
On the reception from Goodyear.
They'll be drug out at what they'll call the 46.
Ricky Danner on heartbeat. Vinny Hayes on the tackle.
Call it the 47, and it's 2nd and 5. There's going to be a fumble on the play. Toradors look like they have it, and it is.
3-yard ball on the fumble.
Big play for Boone.
Janubiol comes up with the football.
Wow.
It's going to be a fumble here. Ball at the 45-yard line of the Wildcats.
On the Wildcat, 45-yard line.
Big play there. I didn't quite see who popped it out, but I do know Janubiol came out of the bottom of the pile with it.
Yeah, big momentum shift. After Carlisle scores a touchdown early, this is good for Boone.
Hopefully Boone can continue to drive the ball here on this drive. It's going to be hand off to Davis up the middle. He's going to shift, make a man miss. Fall forward for a nice gain here. It's going to be a gain of 6 here on first down and bring up a 2nd and 4.
6-yard gain.
This appears to be going just about how we figured it out before the game. It's going to be a very slow-paced, run it right up the middle game by both teams.
Yeah, before last game, Boone was a very pass-heavy team, and then they started running it more, and things have been opening up for them more. Last game, they did very well against Norwalk. They were a highly ranked team with the score of 53-20, so they moved the ball very well against them.
Yes, they did. That play was Boucher up the middle here for a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and very short. They'll say 1. I think tonight it's going to come down to the more physical team is just going to win, and it's about as simple as that. Whoever can create the bigger gaps in the middle with the O-line and quarterback keeper here up the middle. He's pushing forward. He's got about 3 yards and still no whistle.
And there's the whistle. It looks like he's good for a first down, and yep, they're moving the chains.
Looks like he was tackled by Lucas Thompson. I think he just bear hugged him there and kept pushing him and did pretty well. Got him about 5 yards and plenty for a first.
Whatever you got to do.
Exactly. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 here from the Wildcat 32. That's good. That's something we haven't seen much of this year is the O-line consistently pushing there.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like they didn't care for the first few games, but recently they've been doing a lot better.
Davis is going to break a tackle and find a hole. There's going to be a flag at the 30. Davis has got the edge to the 10 to the 5. He's going to be in for the touchdown, but this is going to come back. It's going to be their hold or a block in the back here on the Toradors. It was the left tackle. I couldn't catch a number. Holding on the offense. It's going to go on number 21, Ashton Till, just the tight end. He got around the guy and just held on to him from his back. Crowd's not happy, but it's a pretty flagrant foul there, pretty obvious.
Yeah, but still a really good play for the Toradors. Kind of showing them that we can score on you. I mean, even though it didn't count, it's still a momentum boost. And
I really like that run by Landon there. The play rec to see that there's no hole on the right. He spins around and finds a hole. Takes it to the house. Let's see if he can do something again here. He's going to take this one up the middle and get popped right at the line of scrimmage.
Davis on carry.
He'll fall forward for about a gain of 2. Still going to be 3rd and 16, or 2nd and 16, rather, as it was still first after the penalty. Clock ticks down here under a minute in the first quarter. They are going to have to run at least one more play. Interesting to see. We haven't seen a pass from the Toradors all night.
No,
second and long, it might be.
Yeah, they might have to, or at least try to get closer to the line of scrimmage.
Although they have been in this heavy offense here this whole drive. We haven't seen even a wide receiver necessarily out there. We've seen 3 tight ends on the edge of the line of scrimmage, and they've been running right behind them. That play by Davis got blown up in the backfield. It's going to bring up 3rd and 21 here from the Toradors. This might likely be where we see that first pass of the game. But before we see that, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Final score of the first is Carlisle 7, Torador 0.
Yeah, not a bad first quarter for the Toradors and Carlisle. Pretty good game so far. Doesn't look like any team has taken the lead. Momentum's definitely on Boone's side right now, but Carlisle's still playing very strong, and it looks like this last drive is going to die out after this break.
Yes, it is. We'll be right back at the end of, or start of the second quarter. Toradors have their play called and they're up at the line of scrimmage while the Wildcats are still in the huddle. The clock will resume. Judge will take the snap. He is going to pass. Looking over the middle, he's got Silgis. It's going to fall incomplete. He had Silgis open for a split second there, but two guys crashed and he got hit hard the second he caught it and just couldn't quite hold on.
Yeah, first pass play for Boone. Last game they only had 3 passes the whole game. I'm interested to see how many more passes they'll have by the end of the game.
Of those 3 last week, I don't think a single one was caught. They had 0 passing yards as an offense. Back deep to punt is Walker Smith. He's going to fumble the ball and just fall on it. He doesn't have it, though. Nick Whitfield will fall on it. On the Torador 35.
Mishandled snap. Ball's going to turn over to the Wildcats on downs.
The snap seemed to be good there. I think it just slipped through Walker Smith's hands.
On the Torador 37-yard line.
It did. Hit him right in the hands. He just couldn't quite hold on. In the end, it was recovered by Nick Whitfield, so Wildcats couldn't advance it, but still a really bad play there. Tight end in motion for the Wildcats. Goody's going to hand it off up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 4 here. So we'll see 2nd and 6 now.
Jack Waffle on a carry. Harrison Ball tackle. Gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Good, Hugh again with the handoff up the middle. Good block by his fullback here. 2, maybe call it 3 broken tackles. Laughlin's going to get a run of about 10, bring him down to the 20-yard line of the Toradors. It was Jackson Goody there, solo on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a strong run by Laughlin, and we'll see a lot more of those from him tonight.
He really just had the ability to break a tackle there. And it steamrolled him into about 3 or 4 broken tackles before we could even blink. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Not much room to run there. Fall forward for a gain of 2.
Churchill on the carry. Goody and Yoel, along with Judge, all in on the tackle. Gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7.
It's going to be quarterback keeper here up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He's going to be out of bounds at about the 6.
Brought down by Christian Ingram. Brings up first and goal for the Wildcats at the Toreador 6.
Snap up the middle, or handoff up the middle. He's going to walk into the end zone. Another Carlisle touchdown. It's Lachlan in on touchdown. Pretty good hole there by the offense and not much to do. Not much for the defense to do.
Yeah, it was a strong drive by Carlisle. I mean, not much went wrong. And, yeah.
For the kick, it's going to be Gavin Pinkwowski.
Gavin Pinkwowski on the extra point.
What a name.
Leads the score, Wildcats 14.
It will be good. It'll move the score here to 14-0 for the Wildcats. Another really slow, steady drive by the Wildcats, just like we expected. Still only one pass attempt from each team here. Hopefully the Toreadors can break off another big run here like they did last drive and just clean up some of the extra penalties. Pinkowski back deep to kick. For the Toreadors, it's Hazen Bouchard deep to return. It's going to be a weird kick towards the sideline.
The kick rolls out of bounds.
It will roll out of bounds here. So the Toreadors will get some decent field position here to start.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 35 after the kick.
Receiving team has chosen to take out the 35-yard line. First down.
Hopefully they can get something going this drive.
Judging the shotgun here. He's going to hand it off to Davis up the middle. Not much room to run. He'll get hit after a gain of 1 and be brought down right there. Davis running off to the sideline here, holding his hip maybe.
Yeah, he was hitting. Yeah, it's his hip, I think. Looks pretty upset on the sideline.
So with Davis on the sideline here, it's going to be Christian Ingram at running back. Toreador's no longer in that heavy offense. They do have 3 receivers out there. Judge is looking to pass. He's got a receiver open, but he gets hit right as he catches it again. Looking for Boucher. Pass will be incomplete.
Yeah, it was a good pass by Judge. It was just a big hit from the defender that dragged the ball out of there.
Weisbrod was there, almost had it. Just 2 pass attempts today, 2 good passes, but same thing where Carlisle's just right there ready to make the play. Third and 8 here for the Toreadors. Blitz from Carlisle. Judge is looking to pass. Not much time. He's going to scramble himself. He's got a hole up the middle. He's got the first. Wow, that's a great job by Judge. No blocking there by the O-line. Just take it himself, find a lane.
Yeah, great vision by Judge. You could earlier in the season, you could tell he had some issues with what to do when he was getting blitzed. Got a lot of sacks but he made the right decision there, so it looks like he's, learning.
Needed 8, got 9. The Tours to be back in their heavy offense here. Snap, run up the middle. Not much of a hole there for Ingram. He'll get a yard and be brought down right there. Sorry, that's Bolton on the carry. It's going to bring about a 2nd and 9 here.
Nolan Payne will also run that stop.
Judge with the handoff left to Bolton. He's going to get hit in the backfield and be brought down right there. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
Yeah, on that heavy set, Carlisle's packing the box with players.
Yeah, it's not leaving any room to run. It'll be a loss of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd and 11 here. We will see Davis run back onto the field here. Davis in the running back, still heavy formation on 3rd and long. It's going to be a pitch to Davis. He's going to find a small hole, but nice tackle there. Offensive line had 2 hands on him, and he was able to get a hand out and just grab Davis and pull him down with him.
Must be a strong man to be able to do that.
It'll be a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 here. Toradors are going to send Walker Smith back to punt. Carlisle loading the box here, looking like they're going to bring it all for the block. As I say that, they block it and pick it up at the Torador 27-yard line.
By the Wildcats.
Is this Walker's first game punting?
I believe it's his 2nd. He punted last week.
Covered up by Aiden White.
He did have 1 block punt last week.
Yeah.
I believe that he's the better punter between him and Jacob, but he just can't get it off in time like Jacob could.
Yeah, less experience at that position. Probably doesn't have the timing down great. It'll come all with time, but
For sure, very young. It's his 2nd game punting. And there's not much he can do about that. Yeah, he can get it off quicker, but really he just needs some better blocks up front. It's going to be a nice run here for Laughlin down to the 18.
Laughlin on the carry.
Run of 11. They're going to give him a 1st down.
That's 1st down for the Wildcats at the Torador 17.
Sorry about that. We had some audio stuff going on. There's a 1st down run for the Wildcats. They'll have it 1st and goal here. It's going to be Laughlin again right up the middle. Untouched right into the end zone for another Wildcat touchdown. Again, just the O-line creating holes that Laughlin can run through. There's just not much Toradors can do to stop him. Kick again is up and good by Pinowski. He's 3 for 3 now. It'll make the score 21-0 here for the Wildcats. Really disappointing. They looked really good there in the 1st quarter, and now in the first 10 minutes of the 2nd quarter, they've already given up 1 turnover and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, definitely not the start they wanted.
We'd like to ask the homecoming court
It's going to be Penowski again, back deep to kick. Boucher and Hayes back to return for the Toradors. It's going to be Hayes catching this one at about the 8. Up to the 20 to the left. Will break a tackle to 25. But the Swarm will catch right back up to him right there.
The Toradors need to get something going on offense. They have not moved the ball well this whole quarter. First quarter they were doing pretty well, moving the ball. But this quarter they seem to run out of gas, and they need to figure out what they're doing wrong and fix it so they can start marching down and gain that momentum back.
Officially, they'll start the drive. 1st and 10 from their own 26 here. That last drive seemed to have stalled out the second Davis came out of the game. There's not much running room. He will be back in for this drive. Back in the heavy formation. Klein in motion. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to pass. Break a tackle in the backfield. He's got a man. It's Tyson Shivers over the middle. It's going to be a pass good for 7. We'll bring up 2nd and 3 here for the Toradors.
6-yard gain makes it 2nd and 4.
That's the first completed pass we've seen now in 2 weeks here for the Toradors. On a little boot action to Davis.
Yeah, and that was a good little play they ran right there.
They've really got that defense honed in on Landon, and they were able to get a guy open when they did that. Davis right up the middle here. Get about 2. It's going to be 3rd and a very long 1 here.
Jess Kirchhoff. With help from Ryan Peterson. Pickup of about 3. Makes it 3rd and 1.
It's going to be a little quarterback keep up the middle, and it's not going to go anywhere. Ball's going to fall right where it's snapped. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1 here.
4th and 1.
Maybe a half a yard, bring it from 4th and a long one to 4th and a shorter one.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it, too. They can't risk a blocked punt or a dropped snap on this part of the field.
Yeah, you don't got much to lose here. You're already down by 21. You really need to put some points on the board if you want to stay in this one. Punts haven't been going your way.
Yeah, and it looks like it's just less than a yard.
It's going to be a faked handoff here. He faked it to Herstrom up the middle, looking for Boucher on a little sweep behind him. And I believe it was fumbled right at the feet of Bolton. He was able to fall right onto it. But they needed 3 for the first down, and they weren't able to get it. Sorry, they needed 1 for the first down. They went backwards about 3. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 30. Fake the handoff up the middle. He's looking to pass, rolling right. He's got a man open. He's going to hit him at the 20. It's going to be bobbled and then caught at the 12-yard line. Good defense there by Judge. He got a hand in there and popped the ball out, but he popped it up, and it fell right back into the hands.
Push him out of bounds. It's a first down Wildcats.
Sorry, Klein on the coverage. He'll push him out of bounds at the Torador 14 for a 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. He's going to be untouched for about 10 yards. He's brought down by Connor Carroll after a gain of 11. It's going to be 1st and goal here for the Wildcats from their own 3, from the Torador 3.
Carlisle's doing a really good job of running up the middle. the O-line's just getting really good leverage up front, and Boone hasn't been able to do anything to stop it.
Another handoff up the middle, and he's going to be untouched into the end zone for the 4th touchdown here of the night. This one's for Kurtzel.
For the Wildcats.
It's a 3-yard touchdown run. That'll bring your score to 27-0 now for the Wildcats. The extra point will be good again. He'll be 4 for 4 now, make the score 28-0 for the Wildcats. The turnover here now has really got the Toradors on those last 3 drives. They have a muffed kick on the punt, a block kick, and then a turnover on 4th down off of a fumble. And the Wildcats have scored 21 unanswered off of turnovers to really start to run away with this at the end of the first half. There's 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second. Toradors will come back out to return again. For the Wildcats, it's Panowski. And for the Toradors, it's Boucher and Hayes back to return.
Hayes and Boucher back to catch a kick from Pankowski.
Kick is off. Caught at the 10 by Hayes. He's going to make a man miss on a spin with a 25 and again at the 30. He's going to have it turned up to about the 37-yard line of the Toradors.
Yeah, Vinny Hayes just made 2 men miss off of spin moves. Very flashy.
Yeah, both guys had a hand on him, but he just spun right around it.
And he gave him really good starting position.
This is big here with 2.5 minutes left. They have plenty of time to drive down the field.
Yeah, hopefully they don't rush anything and make another mistake.
Not in the heavy formation here. It'll still be a run up the middle of Davis.
Landon Davis on carry.
He's only going to get about 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 here for the Toradors.
Since last quarter, Davis hasn't been able to find any holes. It's almost like they all closed up and he just can't find anything, any running room at all.
Almost like the O-line just got tired and aren't giving them the same holes they were. 4 receivers out there now. Judge will take the snap and fire quick to Shivers. He'll make a man miss the line of scrimmage, bounce off a tackle at the 41.
Judge's pass complete to Tyson.
He'll be brought down at the 42 for the Toradors. Bring up a 3rd and 5 here. Screen pass action here. That's 2 completed passes here for Judge. Both the Shivers. He's got 12 yards now receiving. Interesting to see what the Toradors decide to do here on 3rd. They're going to look to pass. Judge is going to keep it himself, and he's going to get hard at the line of scrimmage.
Jacob Judge on the carry.
They're going to give him about a half a yard, but he got popped there.
Yeah, it looked like a design draw, and a linebacker just came up and filled the hole where he was supposed to go.
We got both teams running to a huddle here, but we don't have a call from the refs.
Timeout, Carlisle. First timeout of the first half.
On the 4th down, Carlisle is going to take their first time out of the half with a minute left here in the second quarter. It appears the Toradors are going to keep the offense on the field here. No. I saw Judge back there, but Judge will be back to punt here. Punting with Walker just hasn't gone our way so far tonight, so they're going to give Judge the go here.
Yeah, probably the best decision by the coaching staff.
Yeah, Judge just able to get that punt off a little bit quicker, which with Carlisle being so aggressive here is something we need. We're going to get a whistle here from the refs. It was a good punt by Judge.
Doesn't look like there's any flags down.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
No flag thrown, but it was a false start on the offense. Kicking team, rather. They'll move it back 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 9 now.
Please reset the game clock to 59 seconds, 5-9.
They're going to add a little bit of time back onto the clock here, and Judge will be back to punt. A little bit of a high snap. Judge is going to punt it. It's going to be a super high one. It's not going to go very far. We have a flag. Take a pretty good bounce there for the Toradors and stop right on the 40-yard line.
He's down at the 40-yard line by Dylan Boone.
We do have a flag on the other 45 here. Came in on what
During the return,
possibly looks like a holding.
on the return team, be 10-yard penalty from the end of those run. 1st down.
We were right. It's a holding on Carlisle. We'll back him up another 10 yards. I'll put the ball at the 29-yard line now, the Wildcats. So after the punt, there'll be 48 seconds left. Carlisle still with 2 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. Likely a pass. It will be. He's going to look to pass. We've got 2 receivers with only 1 man defending over here.
He quickly gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Devontae Link with the catch. He'll be out about the 39-yard line of the Wildcats. Good job to just get out of bounds, stop the clock for him.
Yeah, don't have to waste a timeout right there when you can just stop it with the
I don't know what the miscommunication on that play was, but Isaiah Ingram was covering 2 receivers by himself, leaving the underneath receiver wide open. Another pass here. He's got a receiver open. It's Link again, caught at the 49. He's going to drag him, man. There's going to be a ball out. It'll be picked up by the Wildcats.
That ball's on the ground. Toradors recover.
The Toradors are going to recover the ball here. Link was was standing at the 49. Nowhere to go. Defender just holding on to his leg. Another defender came up and punched the ball out from behind, and the Boone was able to recover. So now Boone's going to get the ball back on their own 42-yard line with 29 seconds left in the half. They do have 1 timeout left. Be interesting to see if they take a shot or decide to just run it.
They're not running their heavy look, so it looks like they'll probably have a pass going.
Shivers, Klein, and Yall all out as receivers. It is going to be a pass. He's rolling to his right. I'm going to look for Shivers again. He's got the catch, and he's got a good gain of 9. Clock's going to stop at the 49, and there's a flag in the backfield. I believe it's a roughing the passer here on the defense. He appeared to take Judge down well after he had thrown that ball.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. 1st down.
That's very, very, very big for Boone.
He might even got away with a little extra one there. It looks like he dropped his helmet, crown of his helmet, into Judge. But yeah, the 15 extra yards is a big one on the personal foul. That's the 3rd reception for the Toradors, the 3rd by Shivers. So he had 9 on his own and an extra 15 on the penalty. The ball will be at the 34 here of the Wildcats. Toradors have 4 receivers out. Judge rolling to his right, looking to pass. He steps up, gets hit as he throws. Really good throw there by Judge, just right through the hands of Easton Klein.
Looks like 17 seconds left on the clock of this first half.
Yep, 17 seconds, 2nd and 10. Oh, that was a really good throw by Jake Judge, but right over Easton's back shoulder. It's really good defense. Klein didn't really have a good chance to get to it. Same formation here, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The Judge will take the snap, rolling right. He's going to run up the middle, hit as he throws. It's again Shivers. Judge's favorite target by far tonight. He'll have a gain of 7 as he'll bring up a 3rd and 3 here for the Toradors. Shivers was able to get out of bounds and stop the clock with 12 seconds now. Still have 1 timeout if they need it.
Shivers has kind of been a little bright spot in this Torador offense.
Yeah, he's really been showing out on JV so far this year. He finally got the call for varsity tonight, and he's really stepped up.
Yeah.
Judge is going to fire deep. He's got a man with a couple of yards.
Oh.
Put that ball where only place he could there, intended for Yole.
Good deflection by the defense.
Yeah, it was good throw. Yole had his feet down in the back of the end zone. The defender just made a spectacular play to get up and block that out of the air.
Enough time for one more play.
And with 4th and 3, if you don't get the first, the last play is all you're going to get.
Has to go into the end zone for anything to happen.
Exactly. We're likely looking here at little 4 verticals, if you will. Just send everybody to the end zone. Judge stepping up. He's going to fire again to Yole.
Just overthrew him.
Yeah, he just kind of had to step up and let that one go. He didn't have any more time back there. Falls incomplete. Oh, we do have a flag. I don't see. It's holding on the offense, it appears. It should be declined, and that should take us to halftime.
Holding offense. The penalty's going to be declined. It'll be end of the first half.
That's exactly what it is. Holding on the offense. That'll take us to halftime.
Yeah.
28-0 here.
Pretty good game by Carlisle so far. Toradors haven't really been able to do much, especially offensively. First quarter, they looked like they could start getting some good drives together. Landon got into the end zone. But since then, they haven't been able to put anything together on offense, and it looks like their defense is just getting tired.
Yeah, the defense hasn't really been able to get off the field. The offense has 3 turnovers on 3 straight drives. It's not what you want. And the defense has, they've given up the big play, but they have got 2 turnovers of their own, 2 fumbles. Mm-hmm. They've got the offense plenty of opportunities. They just, after that first quarter, haven't been able to do anything with it.
Yeah, Carlisle's just giving them opportunities to make plays. They haven't been able to capitalize on them, but I mean, Carlisle, it's not that far away out of their, it's not that far out of their hands. Boone could still come back in this.
We're going to take that scoreboard off of the game here before, and we're going to let you guys listen to the band here at halftime. And I believe you'll get to see our homecoming court as well. We'll be back at the start of the 3rd quarter.
At Eastern Star and taking tumbling classes at Elite Power Tumbling. In her free time, she likes to go camping, kayaking, skiing, and snowboarding, as well as spend time with family and friends and annoy her mom. Congratulations, Madison Andrews. Our next court member is Caden Carr. Caden is the son of Michael and Lynn Carr. Caden has been involved in Boone soccer, quiz bowl, and the National Honor Society throughout his high school career. Caden's honors and achievements include 4 academic letters, 1 varsity soccer letter, as well as being elected president of the Boone National Honor Society. Caden plans to attend Iowa State University and major in aerospace engineering. Congratulations, Caden Carr. Up next is our homecoming queen, Hannah Chestnut. Hannah is the daughter of Justin and Amy Chestnut. Hannah has been involved in varsity volleyball and basketball for all 4 years. She has also participated in 3 years of varsity soccer, is the student council vice president, the National Honor Society treasurer, and an ambassador. She has also been in choir for 2 years, along with swing choir. Hannah's honors and achievements include 3 varsity letters for volleyball, 4 varsity letters for basketball, and 3 varsity letters for soccer. She attended the volleyball and soccer all-conference and tied the school record for most goals scored in 1 game for Boone High School at 6. She is a 4-year academic letter recipient and has also achieved the Varsity B Award. She has also been named as the Powder Puff Offensive MVP. Her 4-H accomplishments include Outstanding Sixer, Outstanding Freshman, and the Merit Award. Hannah plans to attend Iowa State University to major in kinesiology. She will then attend an undecided PT school to become a physical therapist. In her free time, Hannah enjoys being vice president of her 4-H club, being the county council treasurer, and showing pigs at both county and state fairs. She also enjoys showing her selected projects at the state fair, along with coordinating a Bacon Buddies fundraiser, which helped raise $1,200 to the Special Olympics of Iowa. Congratulations to homecoming queen, Hannah Chestnut. Next up, we have Landon Davis. Landon is the son of Joy and Elliot Davis. His activities include participating in football and track and field. His honors and achievements include becoming the football captain of the Toreadors. Congratulations, homecoming court member, Landon Davis. Sierra Sherry. Sierra is the daughter of Dave and Pete Sherry. Sierra has been a varsity swim team member for 4 years, boards varsity basketball chair for 3 years, drill team for 4 years, varsity track team for 1 year, and involved in the theater program for 2 years. She has also been an active participant in Boone High School swing choir, orchestra, choir, and speech team every year, as well as ambassadors and mentoring for YSS. Sierra is the historian of the Boone National Honor Society and the Student Council class president all 4 years. Sierra's honors and achievements include 4 varsity letters in swim, 1 year state swim alternate, 2-year state swimming competitor, all conference swimming recognitions, 3 varsity letters in cheer, 1 varsity letter in track, 3 letters in choir, 1 year of Raccoon River Conference Honor Choir, and 2 letters in theater. 3 letters in speech, competing in group state speech for 3 years, individual state speech for 2 years, individual all-state speech for 2 years, state drill team for 3, and 4 academic letters. Sierra plans to attend Concordia University in St. Paul, Minnesota, majoring in exercise science with an emphasis in occupational therapy. She also plans to compete in the NCAA Division II swimming team. In Sierra's free time, she enjoys fostering puppies, dancing for jazz studio, tumbling, choreography for swing choir, club swimming, coaching children's swimming, and teaching swim lessons. Congratulations, Sierra Sherry. Next up is our homecoming king, Vinny Hayes. Vinny is the son of Angela Wadsworth and Alonzo Hayes. His school activities include football, track and field, along with chorale, choir. His honors and achievements include running at state track and being a football captain for the Toreadors. His future plans are to attend an undecided college and major in criminal justice. Congratulations, homecoming king, Vinny Hayes. Jacob Judge. Jake is the son of Lori and Dan Judge. His school activities include football for 4 years, basketball for 3 years, tennis for 3 years, National Honor Society for 1 year, and FFA for all 4 years. His honors and achievements include getting accepted into National Honor Society, becoming team captain on the Toreador football team, and lettering 2 years in football, lettering 1 year in basketball, and 3 years lettering in tennis. Jacob plans to attend Iowa Western Community College to study aviation maintenance. In his free time, Jacob likes to watch sporting events on TV, working at the 1868 farmhouse and playing sports with his friends. Congratulations, Jacob Judge. Brenna Vogt. Brenna is the daughter of Jared and Stacy Vogt. Her school activities include volleyball, basketball, soccer, National Honor Society, and Student Council. Her honors and achievements include becoming a member of the National Honor Society, being a 4-year academic letter recipient, lettering in basketball all 4 years, and accepting the Varsity B Award. Brenna plans on attending the Iowa State University and majoring in advertising, along with a minor in marketing. In her free time, Brenna enjoys hanging out with her friends and family, making food for her friends, watching TV series with them, and loaning all of her clothes to her friends. Congratulations, Brenna Vogt. And our final homecoming court member is Janub Yole. Janub is the son of Natalie Hazen and Kang Yole. His school activities include football, basketball, and track and field. His honors and achievements include being a varsity football member since his freshman year and making the one and only Josh Hoover laugh. Janub plans to attend the undecided school for football with a major in marketing and a minor in business. In his free time, Janub likes to occasionally volunteer at West Haven Community, going fishing and binge-watching shows, and play sports outside of school with friends. Congratulations, Janub Lowell. Congratulations to all of our 2022 homecoming court representatives. And Ava Stevens. My apologies. Ava is the daughter of Kristen and Chad Stevens. Ava's honors and achievements include being a part of the National Honor Society. Her future plans include attending DMAC for 2 years and then transferring to Iowa State University for a degree in environmental science. In her free time, Ava enjoys running and being outside, whether that is camping, hiking, or fishing. Ava has also volunteered at the Boone Humane Society since she was little. Congratulations, Ava Stevens. And now taking the field under the direction of Chris Truckenmiller, with drum majors Lexi Graville, Landon Valdez, and Brenner Walsh, your marching Toreadors. Drum majors, is your band ready? Shaken, not stirred, the iconic international spy, James Bond, is making his way to Boone this year through the marching Toreadors. The band will dazzle you with all the intrigue, danger, and cleverness of 007 himself. Tonight the band will be playing and marching to 3 songs from the James Bond movies. They will open their show with the James Bond theme, followed by Adele's Skyfall, and then finish with the exciting theme from Live and Let Die. This will feature Adrian Newgard on the trumpet. The band will also be competing in the Carroll Band Days Parade tomorrow morning. The high school band will be shooting for a first place finish for the third year in a row in the 3A division. Good luck to the Marching Toreadors.
thanks again to Pritchard Brothers here in Boone for tonight's Booster Business Game sponsor. Thank you for your support of Boone toward your athletics.
We're back here for the second half. Hayes and Boucher back deep to return the kick from Pinkowski. It'll be Hayes with it at the 10. He's going to drop it, pick it back up. Running left, make a man miss at the 20.
Vinny Hayes with a nice return.
He'll be up to about the 27.
On their 28-yard line.
Really good return there. He looked like he was going to get bottled for not much, even after the drop, and able to break a tackle and get a decent return.
Yeah, way to make something out of nothing with him.
Orders come out, 4 receivers. Davis at the running back, Judge at the QB. Judge is going to muff the snap and just try to take it himself.
Jacob Judge on the carry.
He's going to, they'll say, lose a yard on the run. It'll be 2nd and 11. Not quite a good snap there, I'm not sure.
Maybe a 1-yard loss.
It looks like it just bounced off Judge's hands. I think his feet just got a little bit ahead of his hands, and he just tried to take off before he quite had that ball. Second and 11 here. Judge looking to pass, rolling to his right. He gets hit as he throws. It shivers again.
Judge pass complete to
Catches it inbounds for a gain of 3.
Short gain, bring up 3rd down, and there is a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag here at the very end of the play. Don't know what it could be, rather than a late hit maybe.
I'm not sure where they put the flag down at.
At the 20-yard line. It came in from the Judge behind.
Maybe holding? I don't know.
Could have been. Maybe a legal receiver downfield. I think that's what it might be.
During the play, personal foul on the offense. Penalty will be assessed from the spot of the foul, half the distance to the goal, replay 2nd down.
It's they didn't say. They just said personal foul on the offense. No further explanation, but
Yeah, they're putting Boone way back there. I'm not sure.
yeah, personal foul. You get half the distance to the goal apparently from the 30-yard line, which
Yeah.
is doesn't make sense either. It must have been spot of the foul, half the distance to the goal from there. So they were on the 20 where it happened, and they went half the distance back to the 10. So all in all, it's a 24-yard penalty. Judge is going to keep it himself, no room to run.
Jacob Judge on a carry.
Needed 28, got 2. It's going to bring up a 4th and 26.
Stop after a short game.
Boone didn't come out in their power heavy set running formation like they've been running most of the game. Probably going to try passing it more to Shivers.
Interesting here on it's 3rd down now after the long penalty. It was replay the down. So now it'll be 3rd and 26. We're going to get a timeout.
Timeout. Boone.
Boone will take it.
First charge.
So they'll take their first time out of the half with 10 minutes and 11 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back after the timeout. Orders come out 4 receivers here on 3rd and 26. Judge looking to pass. He's got no time. He's going to heave one deep downfield. He just out threw his wide receivers by a little bit. There was no time for that play to develop. He just had to heave it the second he got it.
Brings up 4th down, 26.
Yeah, it looked like they brought a couple extra guys on that play, and the O-line didn't pick up on it, and the pocket just crashed for Judge.
Interesting to see what they do here on 4th and 26.
Looks like they're punting.
They will punt. Judge is standing on the goal line. High snap. He'll get it off. It's a low one. It's going to take a nice bounce to the Toradors. It'll be picked up by Christian Ingram at the 46-yard line of the Toradors. All in all, it's a 46-yard punt by Jake. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I had a nice roll at the end of it.
But even with the bad field position, even after a good punt, it'll be 1st and 10 for Wildcats on the Torador side of the field.
Carlisle coming out on offense for the first time in this half. They did really well the first half. Mostly running the ball, but they had some really good pass plays too.
Yeah, the run really sets up the pass for them. They run it right up your gut the whole game. You really don't expect it when they hit you with a little play action. Again, they're right up the middle here. Got about 9. Brought down by Ethan Sproul and Christian Ingram.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and short here for the Cats. He's going to fake the pass and look deep. In the receiver's hands, but it's going to drop when it hits the ground. There was a flag well before the pass.
There's a flag on the play.
Likely a pass interference on Yule.
Yeah, probably defensive holding. I'm not sure if they threw it when they threw the flag when he threw the ball, but
I think you're right. I think it was before. Probably a holding here.
Holding on the defense be a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Results in a first down.
Yeah, so that'll move Carlisle 10 yards.
Yeah, but it'll be an automatic first down. Ball at the 32 here, the Toradors.
Kurtz will carry. Brought down by
Another big run there by Kurtzel.
nice game.
It'll be good for a first down.
Torador 14.
Ball will be placed at the 14. Handoff up the middle. He's going to break a tackle at the 5 and walk into the end zone.
It's just Kurtzel in the end zone.
That's Kurtzel right there for his second touchdown of the night. It's going to make the score 34-0 here for the Wildcats.
Very good drive by Carlisle again. They've been doing pretty well all game.
This is the Wildcat team we've seen all year. Didn't quite see them there in the first quarter as much, but after that, they've really showed us how well they've been all year running the ball. And the kick is again good
Kick is good.
by Panowski. That's going to bring the score to 35-0 here now for the Wildcats.
Torador 0.
We'll be back for the kickoff. Panowski with the kick. It's going to be caught by Boucher. He's going to have a hole and get hit hard at about the 30.
Boucher on a return.
There is a flag on the return.
Right now, the student sections are currently yelling at each other.
They have been chanting "We got spirit" for the last about 2 minutes straight.
Yep. No one has backed down yet.
Be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the penalty. First down.
Right now, Carlisle is going.
On the field is going to be a block in the back on the Toradors. They're bringing back 10 yards. They'll start at their own 15.
Looked like some movement up at the line on defense, but
No call. We have a late flag coming in from the backfield.
looked like it might have been a horse collar or hands to the face of some sort. Kind of got brought down awkwardly.
To be honest, I think the flag came in early. It's definitely in the holding range. I wouldn't be surprised if they get that either.
Yeah.
I think it came in before the awkward tackle. Toradors seem to be backing up a little bit. No?
Holding offense, that penalty is declined. Second down.
And on 2nd and 15 here, the Cats will, with the 5-yard loss on the play, the Wildcats will just decline the penalty and take the loss of down. It's going to be handoff up the middle, not much room to run.
Oh.
Gain of 3 on the play, and we have a late flag coming in from the back.
Yeah, it looked like Hayes, not sure which number it was, but little bit of pushing around after the game. I mean, after the play.
It appears they're going to get Hayes for a personal foul on this one.
Flag on play.
After the play was over, personal foul on the offense. Be half the distance to the goal. The down counts. It'll be third down.
That's something we've seen, sadly, quite a bit this year from Vinny. Quite a few personal fouls. That one, I think, was a little bit weaker than some of the other ones, but...
Yeah, it didn't look like it. It looked like just...
Judge is going to heave it. He's got Klein open. Klein's going to catch it at the 50. Make a man miss at the 55 or 45. And he's going to get brought down at the 40.
What a pass. What a catch. Very good play overall.
Just wow, that throw from Judge was beautiful. He hit Easton Klein in stride from the 5-yard line to the 50. It's a 45-yard throw. Hit him in stride.
Yeah, I mean, getting the receivers the ball is the biggest challenge Boone faces, but once they get the ball, we have very athletic receivers.
And Easton in double coverage, and even to make the 2-men miss and run it for another 10. Judge looking to pass again. He's going to look over the middle, just off the hands of Shivers. Judge was rolling left. That's a really hard throw, and he just got a little high to Shivers. Couldn't quite get up high enough to get it. On Shivers' back shoulder as well. It'll be 2nd and 10 here after the incomplete pass. Tortor's got 3 receivers stacked up on the short side of the field. Judge looking at a pass again. Over the middle, he's got Shivers. Ooh, he got hit there, I think, before the ball was there.
Yeah, and almost an interception, too.
A little bit slow to get up. Yes, the defender dropped it just behind Shivers. He seems to be beat up a little bit, but he's back in the huddle.
Yeah, probably should have called something there, but must have not seen it.
Yeah, Judge runs over to the sideline, seemed to be frustrated with something towards the coach, shaking his head no, but he'll come back out. Judge looking to pass. He's going to fake it and run it himself. Not much room to run. Ooh, and he's going to get thrown down hard.
Judge doesn't seem to like the QB draw. Hasn't worked at all this game.
No, the only time he's had a decent run was when he decided to tuck it himself on a pass play.
Yeah, the designed quarterback draw hasn't been working. You can see the frustration coming from the team. Play calls have kind of been all over the place.
For sure. Judge comes over to the sideline again to talk to the coaches. They talk for an awful long time. The play clock's at 6 when Jake gets into the huddle. They're going to hurry to the line.
And he got it off.
Will get it off. Jake's looking to throw. He's going to step up, get hits that he throws. He's going to launch one deep decline. That's a horrible pass interference, yep. At the 2, the defender never turned his head and just ran right through Easton. High school football, that should only be 15 yards, but should be an automatic first down here for the Toradors. Judge again, though, got his bell rung on that throw.
On the defense, a 15-yard penalty for the previous spot results in a first down.
That's a good throw by Jake again. He had Easton open, just defender didn't allow it to happen.
Yeah, even with the defender coming straight at Jake and hitting him as he's throwing, he delivers a really good pass.
Even though, Easton didn't have a ton of separation, almost smart to throw it behind him there and make the defender make the play. Shivers in motion. Judge will take the snap. Pitch to the left. Ooh. Hard hit in the backfield. It was Grant Weisbraun. It was Christian Ingram on the carry. He had no room to run. He's going to lose maybe a yard.
nice long drive for the offense, giving the defense a break. That's what they needed in the second quarter. They didn't get a lot of it in the second quarter. They got a good amount of breaks in the first quarter, and you could tell by just how they were playing on defense.
2nd and 11. Judge with the snap. He's going to quick fire out to Shivers on the right. He'll make a man miss, but can't get much more run after.
Shivers.
He's going to get slammed out of bounds at what appears to be the 20.
Yeah, it took about 3 Carlisle players to finally take down.
Yeah, he's been really good today. We haven't seen him much on varsity in the offensive side. He's been playing a little bit on defense, but in his first real start on the offensive side, he's been really impressive. He just been open. He makes the catches and just refuses to go down after he gets that ball.
Yeah, great example of a JV player shining on JV and coming up to varsity.
Judge looking to pass. He's going to step up. He's got a hole. There's a flag. Ooh, it looks like he got high load there on the tackle.
Yeah, that definitely should be a flag on for that hit.
But I believe the flag, once again, came in before the hit.
Yep.
You know what it is when it comes in right there.
Probably a holding.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Jacob Judge, as always, gets drilled and stands right back up, pops up, and walks the sideline for the next play.
Holding offense, 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
It's going to be holding on the offense. It'll be a loss of 10 yards, which, if my math is correct, it must have been 10 from the spot of the foul. Sorry. Bring up a 3rd and 21 here for the Toradors. Jay looking to pass, got some pressure. He's going to throw over the middle, off the hands of Yole, and it's going to drop right by a Carlisle defender.
Pass intended for Yole. It's broken up. 4th down.
Judge has to be frustrated right now. He's been throwing pretty good balls to his receivers, and they just keep bouncing off their hands, or defenders getting in the way and making a great play and stuff.
Yeah, but got to give Carlisle some credit where credit's due. On that play, he did get a hand in there, and he broke that pass up pretty well.
Yeah.
Not much Yole can do there. He's in position to catch it. The defender just jumps right in front of him and gets a hand on it. Judge looking to pass. He might just take it himself. He's going to throw back over the middle. Caught by a Carlisle defender at the 25. He'll be chased down by Janubi Yole at the 41.
Pulled down by Janub Yole. Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
The refs are standing here saying to go back here for... Not sure exactly what's going on here. The refs are discussing with the Boone coaches. And the head ref is going to go into the middle here and discuss. It appears both teams have their offense on the field right now. It was 4th and 21. Judge forced to throw it as he was getting taken down, and I don't know if his arm got hit or if he just didn't know what team that guy was on, but it went right to the defender.
Yeah, he got hit on the way down. He was trying to make a play happen. It was 4th down.
Roughing the passer on the defense. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down.
So we're going to get a roughing the passer here on Carlisle, and because that happened before the interception will not count. It'll be 15 yards from the start of the play, an automatic 1st down. So now all of a sudden the Toradors are going to be down inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10.
That changes things. 1st and 10. Toradors on the Wildcats 16-yard line.
Toradors are in great position. Very close end zone. And hopefully they carry that momentum they just got from that play.
Judge looking to pass. He's going to throw quick out to left to Yole. Yole's going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage. Takes 2 men to bring him down, but he's not going to get much on the play, maybe 1.
It looks like Boone has pretty much gone back to their old offense of what they were running before.
Yeah, that first quarter, even some part of the way into the second, the running offense looked good, but it started to bottle out there at the end of the second half and the start of the third. After a couple of big passes, it looks like they're going back to that pass-first offense they ran a lot earlier in the season. Second and 9, Judge looking to throw. He'll step up, take it himself, makes man miss the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for a pretty good gain there.
Brought down by Tyler Deal. About a 5-yard gain, brings up 3rd and 5.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 here for the Toradors. Likely going to need a little bit deeper of a pass here.
Yeah, especially since the run game has been pretty much gone all game since the first quarter. I don't know if I would trust it to my O-line and Davis to try and get that first down.
Yeah.
Probably better off in the air.
And that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here. The score is 35 for the Wildcats, 0 for the Toradors. We'll be back in just a minute with the fourth quarter. Judge will take it up the middle. They're not going to give him a very good spot. Oh, there's a flag on the play, that's why. Still waiting on a call here. Came to the center and they're discussing.
Holding on the defense, so half the distance to the goal. We're going to replay third down.
Play's going to be holding on the defense. It'll be half the distance to the goal.
First down.
Yep, that's ball on the 15, half this to the goal. Put the ball, sorry, from the 10, it'll put it at the 5. It'll be an automatic first down there. First and goal from the 5 for the Toradors here.
They got 4 plays to make something happen.
Likely see that running, offense back. High snap, Judge will fall on it. All the way back at the 17. Those are just the fundamental things you cannot have happen when you're first and goal.
Yeah, I mean, Boone just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. They'll do something good. Something good will happen. And then the next play, there'll be a simple mistake that shouldn't have happened.
If you're still hungry, they're selling pizza for $3
And now
and hot dogs for $3
you're in
if you're still hungry.
very likely passing formation when you're on the 5 on 1st and goal. Even though Davis hasn't had the room to run much this half, you still could have given it to him and see what he could get there. Now it's likely going to have to be a pass. Judge rolling out. He's going to throw to his running back. Running straight backwards, trying to throw it there. He just couldn't quite get it to Ingram. At his feet, it's going to now be 3rd and goal from the 17 still.
The line didn't even look like they put up any fight right there.
No, Judge had maybe 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and he was already having to get rid of that ball.
I know.
Play can't develop. These passing plays aren't going to work.
I mean, even with the run game, the O-line can't block for the running backs.
You got 2 plays to get this here, as you'll likely see it go on 4th, as we haven't seen the kicker all year. Over the middle, he's got Shivers. He's got the catch. He's brought it down to the 10, and he's not getting up. Oh.
Got up slowly.
Up slow, and he's
Kinda
limping a little bit.
Yep.
But he's back in the huddle.
Oh, no, he's coming out.
From the 10-yard line.
Makes sense. Shivers is a little banged up. He'll just come in for him at tight end.
Yeah, hopefully Shivers can get back in. He's been doing very well for his first varsity start.
One of the few bright spots on this offense so far today. 4th and 10 here. Got to go to the end zone. We got a whistle to start the play. Don't see a flag. It looks like a timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout. Boone.
It is. Boone will take their second time out of the half with 9:26 left here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back for 4th and goal after the timeout. Fourth and 10 here. Judge looking to pass. Looking left. Just throwing it up into the corner of the end zone, and it's out the back.
Judge's pass intended for Yole in the corner of the end zone. Falls incomplete.
Intended for Yole, but falls incomplete. It's going to turn over the ball
to the Wildcats.
on the 10. It's going to be 1st and 10 here from the Wildcats, now from their own 10. Now, the Torter defense has been better this second half. Let's see if they can continue to shut down the Carlisle offense. So we run up the middle. He's got a huge hole. He'll be brought down by Janub Yole.
Nolan on the carry. Yole.
It's going to be a gain of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 here. We got another timeout here, it looks like.
First charge timeout.
Now Carlisle is going to take a timeout. 7:51 left here in the fourth. It's going to be another run, good for a first down for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 here
Lucas on the carry.
from their own 22-yard line. 23.
Nathan Lynch in on the tackle.
Run up the middle. He's got a small hole. Get hit after a gain of 3.
Lucas on the carry. Brought down by Wyatt Hurstrom.
Wyatt Hurstrom on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 here for the Wildcats.
7.
Looks like the teams have brought out their younger guys for this quarter. There's 6 minutes left.
Yeah, 6 minutes left, 35-0. Not much left to fight for necessarily. There's not much of a chance of a win, so good to get some of these younger guys some experience.
Mason Lucas on the carry.
The Boone JV
In on the tackle.
has been doing pretty well this season. They're 3-2 so far, which, you know, winning season for Boone for football is.
Pretty promising. It
Yeah.
hasn't happened in a while, even on any level.
I mean, they beat Norwalk 50-20 last week.
Yeah, here at home, they looked really good against Norwalk. The offense has been really surprising with Walker Smith at quarterback on the JV team. They've been looking really good. Pass here through the hands of Garrison Paul.
Mason Lucas
They'll be caught by
on the reception.
Mason Lucas.
Brought down by Garrison Paul and Justice Fraze.
Fraze and Paul in on the tackle. It'll be good for a first down. Carlisle will have 1st and 10 at their own
I'd like to give a shout out
33-yard
to our
line.
maintenance crew for their work on the field this week. Brian Green, Caleb Farber, and Josh Runge. Thanks for your help on the field. Looks great.
Carlisle seems to just be running the clock here on this drive. Snapping the ball with about 5 seconds on the play clock every play. They've already ran 2 minutes off. Handoff off the middle there. Good for about 7. Freeze and Paul in on the tackle.
Nordhagen on a carry. Garrison Paul on a stop. Gain of about 8 makes it 2nd and 2.
We're going to shut off our audio real quick. We're having some technical difficulties with our video here. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. We're back.
Mason Lucas just had a touchdown run for Carlisle.
About a 55-yard run. The extra point was good to make the score 42-0 now.
Since the first half, Carlisle has had very little mistakes. After those first couple fumbles, they haven't really had any mistakes since then besides a few penalties.
And that's really been our first big play of the game as well. So we have a flag on the kickoff here. That's more than likely a false start on the kicking team. It is. False start on the kicking team. That'll move them back 5 yards. Not much of a difference. Just tried to get a little bit aggressive there. And I got a little bit ahead of the kicker before he could kick the ball.
Offsides, 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
We're down to 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Now the ball will be kicked from the 35 instead of the 40 here on this play.
I'm wondering if they're going to put Judge or Whitfield back at quarterback.
Will be interesting to see. Hayes is going to pick up the ball at the 20. Find a hole and make a man miss the 30. And be drugged down at about the 32-yard line.
On the return.
Another good return here by Hayes.
Yeah, giving
First and
Boone
10,
pretty
short
good
yards.
field position.
I haven't seen. Does look like Nick Whitfield is out there at quarterback. Appears to be 7. Yes, it is.
T. Heidemann was in on that. Scott.
So with 3.5 minutes left.
First and 10.
Running
short
clock
yards,
now.
30.
Toradors are going to send Nick Whitfield in at quarterback. He's played one game this year. It was last week against Norwalk. Just handed the ball off. He never did get a chance to pass. First play is going to be a pass looking out left,
Nicholas
just over the hands of Vinny.
goes incomplete.
Yeah, ball was just too high. It looked a little slow on the release too. Those hitch routes are just kind of hard to get the timing right.
Those take a lot of teamwork between a quarterback and receiver just to kind of know each other. That's very hard with a backup quarterback who just hasn't seen the field much.
Another
Whitfield's
incompletion.
pass intended for Shivers. It's incomplete, makes it 3rd and 10.
A little bit of a low pass there. Just wasn't very good. Clock is still running down at 2.5 minutes now. It'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Toradors.
First down would be nice for the Toradors. We're not gonna win, obviously, but it's nice to have things to build off of from the previous week.
Nick will take the snap, run what looks like a read option. He's going to cut up the middle and get hit hard from behind.
Whitfield on the carry. Brought down by Tyson Decker.
They'll be a little fortunate and give him a gain of 1 here. It's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Brings up 4th and 9.
Be interesting what they do. It looks like Nick's going to stay on the field. Down there 2 minutes now. Fourth and 8. Nick will take the snap. Looking deep. He's going to fire deep. Not a good pass at all. It's going to be picked off by number 54 of the Wildcats. He's going to turn it back to the 50. We get brought down right around the 45 of the Toradors.
Intercepted by Blake Buckingham.
Just a way underthrown pass. Not really even close to the receiver. Questionable decision. Throwing it into looked like double coverage, maybe even triple coverage.
I'm not sure that I even have the player who intercepted the ball on my roster here.
Looks like they're in victory formation, and yep, they take the knee.
Wildcats.
Yeah, the Wildcats down there at 30 seconds. Play clock didn't reset there, but I believe that should be game. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all right. Yeah, I'm not sure why the play clock hasn't restarted, but
They are just going to run it out. That will be the game.
Snap the ball again. That's going to leave our
So,
final score.
The Wildcats
Carlisle
will
Wildcats
advance to
42,
5-1 now on the season. Likely move up from that number 6 ranking a little higher. Toradors will fall to 0-6 on the season now.
yeah, very good game by Carlisle. At first came out a little rocky, but since that first quarter, they did a lot better, cleaned everything up that they were making mistakes of. Boone, questionable play calling, not great execution.
Lots of turnovers.
Lots of turnovers, just simple mistakes. Doesn't look like the Boone we saw last week, kind of going back into Boone we've seen for the whole season, but there were some good things.
Passing game.
The passing opened up some. The running wasn't bad. They abandoned it too quickly.
It stopped to work there at the end of the second.
Yeah.
And they started to move the ball passing there at the very end of the second, right before halftime. And after they started to move the ball at that pass, they didn't run after that more than 3 times all game.
Yeah, and you just need to mix it all up together because it's working. There's things working. You just can't abandon. I mean, Boone's done it for past I don't know how many years, just very quickly abandoned something that hasn't been working. But
well, we will see you guys next Friday here at home. Boone will take on Bondurant, the Blue Jays. They're 13th in the state right now. Going to be a good game.
Yeah, they just lost to Carlisle last week, and it was a good game by both teams. Carlisle ended up winning 36-20, but the first half of that game, Bondurant was up on Carlisle. So it'll be an interesting matchup between Boone and Bondurant.
It'll be very interesting to see Titus Cram coming to town. Leads all the state in rushing yards. Going to be very tough to stop him. But if there's been one thing our defense has been good at this year, it's been stopping those offenses that only have one player. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll see you guys next Friday here at home against Bondurant. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Kenley.
This has been Seth. Thank you very much.
See you next week.